Today is the cutoff for legislative bills to advance out of committee, but the Oakley Carlson Act has more time since it is budget-related legislation. Supporters say this extra time gives them a fighting chance at protecting children from what Oakley went through.
Oakley hasn't been seen physically in 2 years. How can that happen? How can that happen? I pray that no other grandchild or grandmother has to go through this hell, because I don't know whether my granddaughter's alive or dead.
Haunted by the mystery of what happened to her foster grandchild, Oakley Carlson, Sherry Roberts sits before Washington state lawmakers supporting House Bill 1397, known as the Oakley Carlson Act, to protect kids that are removed from a parent based on abuse, neglect, or abandonment.
After Oakley was returned to her bios to what would be a literal hell on earth for her, I called twice with concerns of abuse.
The 6-year-old was last seen in February 2021. Her biological parents have not been charged in her disappearance and refused to help investigators find her. Oakley's foster mother, Jamie Jo Hiles, says Washington State Department of Children, Youth and Families failed her little girl.
My daughter's life should not be used for an agenda. My daughter is missing, and DCYF played a part in failing to protect her.
The proposal moves to hold DCYF more accountable. It calls for the agency to expand its involvement with families, including increasing monitoring to 5 years following a child's reunion to parents who've had previous legal troubles. 35th District Representative Travis Couture says too many children are in these dangerous situations, including the 3-year-old boy from Tacoma whose mother was under CPS and DCYF supervision, but is now accused of beating and killing her son.
It's my estimation that something like 1397 could have prevented what happened just days ago. What evidence is there when we're reunifying kids with their biological parents while they're on substance abuse or while they're abusing substances to say that they are safe? And why does this keep happening? And how many kids have died under CPS supervision and DCYF care?
DCYF testified the agency can't explain individual cases due to confidentiality laws, but a representative says the real threat to kids is the lack of treatment for the growing crisis of substance abuse.
Foster care is meant to be a temporary solution while parents mitigate safety threats and risks that exist for children. When safety threats have been addressed by the parents, DCYF has a legal obligation to follow the law and make recommendations to court that children be returned home. Ultimately, the court has the final decision in the outcome.
Washington Federation of State Employees also notes a lack of funding, resources, and a staff shortage if the bill passes. A representative says the bill could increase the workload on caseworkers and potentially impact a child's safety.
The standard that they are supposed to be covering at any given time is 12, which they are already above as it stands right now. And this bill would likely increase that to 70.
The deadline for House Bill 1397 to advance out of committee is next Friday. Reporting in Seattle, Frankie Thompson, Fox 13 News.